Hello everyone, it's me. Okay, let's see if the game mode's in. Come on. Hey, okay. Hello everyone. Welcome in. Uh, I'm gonna be playing Elestrals Clash today. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. Um... Anyway, this is the TCG platform for the online platform for the Elestrals card game, which I really like, but haven't really had a chance to play in paper. Despite backing the Kickstarter, it's just, not been the case, unfortunately. So I've been super excited for this to come out so I can actually get in and play it. Yeah, and that's what I'm gonna be doing today, probably. You'll see why I'm picking this little guy in a moment, because it doesn't look like they have my personal favorite little guy here. Card backs. We don't have any card backs unlocked. But what's super cool about Elestrals Clash, at least so far, is that... Yo, Shipwreck looks sick. All of the cards are free. Asterisk. The functional versions of all cards are free. Hello, Smokey King. Welcome in. So if I go to, like, the collection and deck box and want to make a deck, I have access to the entire card pool, essentially. You can spend money to get skins and cosmetics and stuff, but if you just want to play the cards physically, well, digitally, I guess, you don't have to spend anything, which is super duper cool and super duper consumer friendly, and I really want it to succeed for that reason alone. In fact, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I'm gonna hide the game for a moment, because I'm going to be inserting... I probably should have done this before stream. But I'm putting my money where my mouth is and actually going to spend some money. Because of just how much I want this to succeed. Alright. I spent and got some gems. And also, apparently, since I bought some gems, I got some cool emotes and stuff. Oh, having a top deck emote is very funny. How do I get that shipwreck board? Where's the shipwreck board? I want the shipwreck board. Shipwreck. Oh, you need to open the Pandora boxes. Okay. Gamba time. Give me the shipwreck board right off the bat. No, I got Titana Strike fancy version. How many keys do I have? I have 4 more? Alright. Gamba time. Come on. Dang. Oh, I actually have this art in, paper. It's a really, really cute Sproutier art. Oh, let's go! That card back will go great with, one of the decks I want to build. Ash? I don't know what Ash does, but... It's purple this time, so I guess that means it's something bigger. Oh, a very fancy Ankylosurge art, huh? Alright. We didn't get the thing that we wanted there, but that's fine. Oh, we have quests. I got some gold. Attack opponents Elestrals 10 times, enchant 15 Earth Spirits. Win 15 games, and then those are, like, overall. Okay. So, I'm gonna build a deck close to what I have in paper. To start with. Which is a... Let's, Well, first, let's just grab Ambrosia, because we're playing 3 Ambrosia, because everyone plays 3 Ambrosia. Okay. It is an Earth-Water deck, based around this funny little guy, who is one of my favorite cards in the game. He just is really annoying. When your opponent tries to play a card that isn't using Earth or Water, they have to spend an extra thing, and you just try and slowly grind them out with that. So, let's see. Nexus. Earth. If you do, you may enchant Earth to an Elastral on your field. We don't really need that. Let's see. Clovey is a big part of it. Earthquake. I technically, in my version of the deck, play 3 of this guy, but we physically cannot because he is banned because he did some crimes, which is very rude of him because I think they should let me play him. They shouldn't let anyone else play him. Just let me play him. Station gets +2 attack for each Earth enchanting it during your turn phase. You must change this station to a defense position if it attacked this turn. Okay. Play the 2 Viserys. So, I'm reading through cards, because there's probably better ones than what I'm playing, since I don't have access to all of the cards in the game. It looks like... So, currently the game's in early access, because they don't have the entire card pool. Which is fine, you know. And they prioritized cards that are seeing above 5% of play. Which makes sense. And it looks like a couple of the cards that I normally play in the deck don't have that. Aren't currently added, so we will have to find some decent substitutes. Tuba was probably good. I put Galaxy in already, right? Yeah, 3 Galaxy. Okay, then we need Tsunami. Oh, 3 Sluggle is very important. And then normally I play 3 Typhlant and 3 Golden Apple. Let's see if Golden Apple's even on here. Dang. They haven't implemented Golden Apple, it seems. So in that case, the discard plan is probably out. In that case, we probably just want these as our control tools. Poison-tipped arrow, Gorgon's gaze. Imperator Lash gets -2 when the Imperator Lash is true in battle. Its controller must expend 2. Okay. We're going to be making some edits here. I also want to pick up the... No, I put in Chatugawa. Okay. So, since we're not running... We can probably go down the Rummagem. Because we're not running the full package I would normally run to make him super worth it. Who else do I want to go down? I mean, I could cut the 2 Viserys, but they're very good for pressure. I'll probably go down 1 Securisaur and 1 Tadpuff and see how that feels. No, keep the Tadpuff. We'll go down 1 Gorgons. And then we take a... This version's much more water heavy than the one I play in paper, so... We also recycle water better than we recycle earth. We'll give it a 10-10 split for now. Name it Deberabug Control. And then... That's why I chose this guy, by the way. I want to make another one. So you could see I made one there called Bear. I want to do the Snow Mill deck that exists, where you use Asprowl, Avalanche, Blizzstrix, where's the starting form? Snowlet, that's the starting form. So the idea with this deck is, Snowlet, when it receives 1 or more Frost Runes, you send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. When Asprowl is sent from the deck to the graveyard, you can special ascend it, Snowlet over it. And then it can mill 4 more cards, and if it hits Blizzstrix, you can get a turn 1 12/6 that returns 3 Elestrals to destroy a card on the field. Yeah, so it's a self-mill deck where you're trying to turbo out Blizzstrix as quick as possible. I don't know if the Morfrost package is worth it. Let's see. You can expend Snow and discard this Morfrost in order to search your deck for up to 2 Morfrost that are not Lycan form and add them to your hand. You can cast this Morfrost. When you cast this Morfrost, you can expend Snow in order to search your deck for up to 2 Morfrost and send them to the Underworld. This Morfrost is destroyed in battle. You can target and destroy face down rune. This Morfrost gets +1 for each Morfrost in your Underworld. You can disenchant 1 Snow from this in order to special cast a Morfrost that is not Abominable from your underworld. When you cast this, you can discard a Morphrost in order to target an opponent's Elastral and set its base defense to 0. During the end phase, you can expend 2 snow to destroy it. And then this Morphrost is discarded. You can special cast a Morphrost that is not bat form from your underworld. Interesting. So I guess you go... Like, the ideal is you use Morphrost Lichen form to go find... I don't know, probably Scorpio Bat, and then cast Morphrost Scorpio, discarding Bat. Bat can summon back Lichen. Scorpio pops a thing. Interesting. I don't know if that's... They're a fun little engine, but I don't know if they're worth... in our... The deck we're kind of running here. Where we just want to... be putting stuff in our graveyard. Okay, let's go off this and let's go send... they don't have that. Deck to... Okay. Let's see if there's anything else that mills us. So if your deck to the underworld, you can special cast it. Ooh, that might be worth it. You can expend to add a 3 cost. Interesting. Alright, this mills our opponent. This mills our opponent. This mills our opponent. This mills our... Well, it cares about milling our opponent. Okay. So we'll play a Cedar Soar or 2. The question is, what's our 3-cost payoff? Because we don't want to put Blizzstrix in hand most of the time. Let's look at cards in Underworld here. We probably want to play 1 Rise from the Ashes, wherever it is. Yep, Rise. Because we can only play 1. The Ambrosia. Eruption, we don't really care about. Let's see. Okay, it doesn't look like there's too much more in terms of milling. So, I know there's the Hermes stuff, which cares about Wind Elastrals. Let's see if we can... Oh, maybe the Champion of Hermes stuff isn't added yet. It doesn't look like it is. Okay. So we won't worry about adding that stuff in. Alright, maybe we just do the Morphrost package. We could also just start filling the rest of it with good stuff. Like, I know, this card is decent. I guess the question is, we have the ability to search a 3-cost Earth/Wind, or Earth/Snow. So let's see if there's a 3-cost Earth/Snow that we want. If we're flexing into Earth, we might as well play the one Earthquake. We could play 2 Viseras. Yeah, I think at this point we're just going for generic good stuff options. Underworld. Alright, let's pick up Nectar. Probably Shield. ETA is pretty good. Resting on your laurels is pretty good. Could play Clovey just for draw power. Yeah, I don't hate that. Then maybe one Borealis. Is that what it's called? Or Boreal Mountains? Mountains of Boreas, that's what they're called. Okay. Spirit deck, this is a little weird, but I think we go, like, mostly snow. I'm thinking, like, probably 15 snow, 5 earth. We'll do a 14-16 split and see how that feels. And this is snow, earth, self-mill. Okay, we're gonna start doing some matches. Oh, I also unlocked emotes. Do I wanna get some emotes in here? Oh, I want this vibin' emote. And be kind, so I can be like, please, I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little guy. Don't hurt me. Oh, and we can do the Foilo Forest. Oh, I should, okay. Store. Cosmetics. I want a different board. We're gonna get the Mountains of Boreas. Boards. Mountains of Boreas. Let's go. Alright. We don't want the wind. We're gonna start with Bear Bog Control. Mostly because this is the deck I'm expecting to do the worst. Because it is meant to be a meme deck. But we'll see how it goes. Alright, Seth Def. We will keep this hand. It's not great, but it is functional. Alright, I will start out with a good old Foamy Defense. And then we pass. What you gonna do about it, opponent? Against my massive 2-3. Surely they don't have a... whatever it's called. I think Like a Void? Or... Void Ceres? There's a card that makes it so when they attack, they negate the effects. Which is a problem because Foamy we want to be destroyed in battle. So if they play something that can destroy it without triggering its effect. Disenchant to target and destroy. Okay, that's fine. Opponent goes to battle. They're just gonna pass because they can't actually beat over our card. Another Foamy. Alright, we are just going to cast this man in defense. Trigger his effect to draw a card. Perfect. PTA. Alright. We'll see if he plays around it. Because if he wants, he can disenchant this. He can enchant, disenchant, destroy this. And then kill Clovey. And that's like the quote-unquote optimal play. Okay, that's fine. Now, our hope is that he doesn't play around it and casts a Senkin Elastral here, which will let us activate PTA. Okay. He is choosing to destroy it, that makes sense. So I don't know exactly what these two buttons are. Never prompt after any action, never pause. Alright. Oh, whoops. Oh, this is a bug. Hello? I can't close my... No! Whoops. Well, we will cast... or we'll put a second poison-tipped arrow face down. And then I think we'll actually... send... no. Into Securisaur. And then activate Securisaur's effect. How many spirits do we got in here? One of each type? Okay. Perfect. Tsunami's just the kind of card we want to hit here. Go to battle. Punch. Perfect. We got damage on the board. We've got a big guy. Even if he Zeus here, which Zeus can give our guy -3 attack, -3 defense, we're still pretty fine because unless he blows up both of our face downs, both of them can help protect us even in the event of a Zeus. He would need to summon a... Yeah, Elestrals not gonna do it. No. Elestrals declares... Wait. When Elestrals declares an attack, you can give it +1 for each, so it can hit for 6. Yeah, that's fine. Because I imagine what he does is he activates Zeus, gives this -3, -3, so it's at 3 attack, and then when this attacks, it'll get +2. Okay. Earthquake is not good for us. It's actually just going to blow up our thing. That's unfortunate. Opponent is choosing to attack us directly. We're actually fine with this. We will expend water. Okay, we'll start with Foamy in defense. And then cast us an Ambrosia. We're gonna return other way around. 2 water, 1 earth. There's a world there where we crash, get rid of our Foamy, and special cast out a galaxy just to clear. But I think we're fine. Alright, Olympus. That's fine. Okay, he's gonna attack in. This time we'll actually be able to use our Foamy. Because we won't be stuck in the menu. So we will bring out probably Dratugawa. No, we'll bring out Galaxy. So then we can change it to attack and use Tsunami to beat over. Oh no, we won't even need to use Tsunami. It's the boy. Oh, but we don't have a way to play him right now because we need Galaxy out for him to be an attack threat. Okay. So what we'll do is change you to attack. Play out Foamy in defense. Oh, I should have played him in attack. That's okay. We can change him. Go to battle. Attack over here. Oops, I meant to skip. And then we can attack directly. Now our opponent's on the back foot. Next turn, if he tries to attack over Galaxy, we can protect it. If he attacks over Foamy, we let it happen. And we can go get a... Oh, let's go! Alright, he conceded. Ooh, cards? Yes. This is a... the client is new. The game itself isn't. This is the... Elestrals client, for the Elestrals TCG, which is, very cool. It just came out in early access today, so that's what I'm grinding for today. That is a hand full of water. Not a single earth spirit in this hand. Actually, going first here kind of, is not exactly what we want, but... Welcome in, Yellow Jester, welcome in. Hope you are well. Real quick, I'm gonna turn the sound down just a bit, because it's a little loud on my end. Let me know if that makes it too quiet on the stream. We're going to cast a Galaxy out and attack. Oh, I should have laid Shield of Achilles down. That's my bad. Ooh, I hope we don't get punished for that. But yeah, Elestrals Clash, it's available on Steam right now. This is not sponsored or anything, I just really want it to succeed because I love it a lot. Especially because they're super kind and you get the functional versions of all cards for free, which is so consumer friendly. And I want it to succeed for that reason alone. It's currently in early access. They have about half of all available cards in the simulator here. They're all the cards that see like more than 5% of tournament play. So pretty much all the important cards from the game are here. More currently, so I'm just watching the pretty rectangles fly by. Audio seems good before I lower it. Okay. Thanks for letting me know, and I hope you have a good time at work, or as good of a time as you can have. Our opponent is off to a pretty slow start here, it looks like. Ambrosia's kind of an awkward draw. Our hand is just generally really awkward. We're kind of hoping our opponent would do something more. But I guess if they won't, we will just go on the offensive. That doesn't matter because we don't actually have anything engraved. We will punch in for and destroy their guy, and then attack their spirit deck for 1. And then pass. What did they get rid of? Another wind. Looks like they're mono wind. They could be the wind starter deck, in which case I feel bad because I would be bullying a child. But hopefully that's okay, it's not the wind starter deck. This is not in the wind starter deck. What is this? When you cast this eddy, you can change the position of an Elastral. When a player casts Rock in a hard place, you can special ascend this eddy to Kurabis. Okay. That's fine. You only get 1 attack, because your attack is swapped by Galaxy's effect. So you have something that lowers defense. Because otherwise he can't beat over us. Okay, apparently he doesn't, and I'm guessing he bricked or something, because that's the only reason I could think of to call the game that early. Achievements. Oh, I won a game in ranked mode. Win a game before your 3rd turn. I mean, I did that because my opponent conceded, but let's go. Let's actually... Since one of my things is to enchant 15 Earth Spirits. Let's just make a quick mono Earth deck. And... Search your deck for a Golem Elastral. How many... Is there a lot of Earth Golems? Let's see. I believe that is Archaic, right? No, Archaics are that symbol. Oh, it is just called Golem. Okay. Alright, well, we can do Rummagem, Tectaris. We might play Mouse Station, we'll think about it. We might as well play 3 Foloi if we're doing this stuff anyway. Sure, we'll play triple Demeter, triple Scythe, why not? Pick up 2 of these guys. Player casts Poison Tip Arrow, Poison Nectar, or Poison Tunic. I think those are all generic, right? Poison? Yep. Triple Ambrosia. We want Triple Nectar. Alright, this will be our deck. Don't know how good this is. Only having 17 Elastrals is maybe a bit too few. Oh, we could play Triple Argo so we can equip the Poison Nectar from deck? Alright, we will go down 1 Poison Tunic, 1 Foloi. Yeah, we'll see how this feels. I don't think this deck is good. It's more because we have a mission to use a lot of Earth Spirits. So we're just gonna build a pure Earth deck. And we're just gonna call it Earth Turbo. That's not the button I meant to click. Alright, let's do a Earth Turbo game. Look at that, I'm already rank 2. Already rank 2. I mean, it's, you know, rank 2 of the lowest rank, but, you know. Ink Palace. Alright, Ink Palace. Alright, this is a decent hand. Oh, going second, this is actually really nice, because we can just go Foloi Forest, Earthquake, Tectaurus attack in for 1. We don't even need to Earthquake if they don't play anything too threatening. Ashed Rabbit, okay. Considered the best turn 1 play in the game. Yep. Look at the top 3 cards, add 1 to your hand, shuffle the rest back into your deck. Okay. We'll go Tectaris. Foloi Forest. This should get our Tectaris up to 6 attack. And then I think we just go to battle. bunch. Do you have a Shield of Achilles or Tsunami, my friend? Does not appear that they do. We'll just go to end phase. This way we get to save the Earthquake for something that actually threatens our Tectaurus, which is very nice for us. Gonna play out a Foamy. It's a little annoying. Wait, is this destroyed by battle? Yes, destroyed in battle. That's actually fine then? So we can use Earthquake to pop it. Okay, so we're going to Earthquake. Oh no, pop pop. That way it won't trigger its effect. Then we will normal cast this Rummagem in attack, so we can have it do some damage. That'll buff up Tectaurus. We're going to activate Rummagem effect. Go grab Cyanectar. And then go battle. We'll have Rummagem attack first, because now, that way we get 1 damage off, because if they're going to Shield of Achilles us, they want a Shield of Achilles Tectaurus, since that's the, bigger threat, damage-wise, so... Alright. We're doing pretty good. Technically our opponent has more spirits than us, but that's because we've played more cards. If you don't know, cards in this game act as both, your life resource and your, like, it's both your life and what you use to play cards, so... Okay. We're going to cast Cyanectar. Then we'll cast Poison Tunic on his Eddie. Which will trigger Cyanectar. We're gonna grab one from deck if we can, because we might as well keep hand advantage. Okay, and now this is unaffected by counter runes, and is a massive attack stat. So we will go to battle phase. We'll attack in with Rummagem. Might as well do it this way. Either way, it's the same amount of damage. This just plays around things better. Since the Empowered Lasher was destroyed, he's got to expend 2 runes. Let's go. And then I can attack for 2 more damage. Boom. Now we have an overwhelming board presence. We're forced him to get rid of quite a few runes. Wow, he's a triple spirit deck. That's ambitious. Okay, Ambrosia, that's a little annoying, but ultimately fine. So, the big thing we're scared of right now is a Second Eddie. Because that actually does get around Wasp Ivy. Granted, if he kills it, he still has to expend 3 spirits anyways. So, like, it's not the end of the world. Okay, Foamy, that is actually a little annoying. It's, again, not the end of the world, but it's... Oh, that's like the Foamy counter. Play out of Viserys? Or Viserys? Okay, go to battle. We will start with Viserys in. Okay, he's gonna Shield of Achilles Viserys. Guess that makes sense. Alright, we'll Wasp Ivy in. It is a little unfortunate having to use our Wasp Ivy's attack here. I don't think there's many things that beat over us, though. Okay. Well, unfortunate that he can blank us there, but it is what it is. Okay, change your galaxy to attack. Ooh, I see. He's gonna enchant it and then swap all attack and defense values. Because now he can actually beat over Wasp Ivy. Which is fine, because then he has to expend 3 spirits anyway. Get rid of 3 spirits. Looks like he's pretty even split so far. Okay, we got Ambrosia. We do have 8 spirits in our underworld, so yeah, we'll start with the Ambrosia. See if he has responses here. We'll cast Viserys again. You have a PTA? No? Attack? Let's go. Where is our other Viserys? There you are. Attack for 1. It's gonna take a pretty insane set of circumstances, I feel, for our opponent to get back in this. Like, we have 3 creatures on field, he's got no creatures on field, we're 6 spirits ahead. Maybe this deck is better than I thought it was. That or our opponent's deck just hard bricked and didn't get its game plan off the ground. Okay, you can search for a Water Lunar card. Find a Draking. Is there a way I can see what Draking looks like? Does not appear so, but that's fine. Our opponent is setting a lot of cards. A Sprout here. Okay, so we'll change this to attack. Alright. Pretty much a hop, skip, and jump away from lethal, but let's do everything we can to keep an advantage. Activate Sprouts here. We can go find a Poison Tunic to our hand. Do we play the Poison Tunic? No, we just go to battle. Alright, we'll start with Sprouts here in. Yep, and it doesn't seem our opponent has responses, in which case we have just won the game. Oh yep, they just sent us a good game. Oh, this isn't even lethal, because they have 0 spirits left, so it's not lethal till we force them to expend one. Alright. We're just gonna do this because we have our daily mission real fast. Oh, do we not? Oh yeah, because our target is Tectorus, isn't it? Oh no, we can find Rummagem. Okay. Alright, get him. Let's go! We ranked up. It seems there is an audio bug. Hello? Oh, Clash Pass. Ooh. I'm gonna buy the Battle Pass. Folks, I'm buying the Battle Pass. I don't know what that actually does. I guess some of these are... Okay, one sec. I'm gonna quit and reopen. Just to reset whatever audio bug that is. We have to unlock the other titles, I see. Okay. Let's switch to... a Snowlet, because we're gonna do... No. Some mill gaming. Oh wait, I just realized a problem with this deck. Wait, cancel. Did we... No. Okay, good. We need a couple of wind spirits specifically for Blizzstrix. Okay. Now we will attempt this deck. Heck yeah. This is a combo hand. This is literally the kind of hand we want to see. We just want to see Snowlet Avalanche. Galaxair. You can target an Elestrals sub its attack with its defense until the end phase. Okay. Draw. Okay. I will start, my friend, with Snowlet. I will then activate Snowlet's effect to send the top 3 cards of my deck to the Underworld. Okay. We can then special cast this. I think we're just with Double Earth. Does our opponent have a response? Okay, then we'll go Avalanche. Whoops. So each of us sends the top 3. And we can send 2 more. We can actually get a second Cedar Soar out here. We don't actually have any spirits in our grave. And unfortunately, neither of these are big enough to attack over our opponent's guy. But we do have a lot of cards on board. It is kind of crazy that we milled, what? 9 cards there and didn't hit a single of our big guys. But sometimes it be like that. Sorlet, Champion of Aeolus. When the Sorlet destroys an Celestial battle, you can search your deck for an Aeolus or Champion of Aeolus and add it to your hand. So I guess Galaxair, switch Snowlet's stats around. Punch in is your play here. Yep. It does appear that is their plan. Okay. Cursor in your hand can special send from Sorlet during your... Oh gosh. Okay then. That's spooky. Of course we draw this now. Alright, I think we still play it. Spend a Snow Spirit to send the top 4 cards of our deck to the Underworld. Perfect. We hit the Blizzstrix. Poison tipped, that's fine. We can now go this, put Morlith, Aspral, Snowlet on the bottom of our deck to destroy a card. Okay, it doesn't have to be. Okay, they're an Altar of Stars. This is fine. Yeah, because then their Chrysor dies and we blow up the Chrysor anyway. Or the Galaxair anyway. And then we'll go Ambrosia. Puts back, I think, 2 Earth, 1 Snow? No, 2 Snow, 1 Earth. Okay, we can't change it to attack, that's what I thought. And now our opponent can spend, what? Can expend 3 to blow it up? Alright. That's still fine. We are technically still kind of ahead. Nemacel's annoying. They can return some Wind Spirits back into their deck. Granted, we can do the same on our next turn with Catarant. Ambrosia, okay. Now that's unfortunate. Avalanche here's not great without the accompanying pieces, so we're just gonna cast a Clovey. And get a card draw out of it. Well, not really what we wanted, but sometimes that's the way it goes. Yep. That makes sense, that's what I expected. Maybe I should be playing Blizzards. That's actually really good for us. can use our Catarants. Okay, they're gonna PTA, that's fine. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We still get 2 Snow Spirits back in our deck. And then he is forced to either pay an additional spirit or... Okay, that makes sense. We are in a bit of a rough position. The one big advantage we have is if we draw a single Snowlet, we can get the combo running again. Oh gosh. This is not good for us. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Alright, we need to get pretty lucky here. Snowlet, 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 Snowlet. Dang it. Oof, rough draw, rough draw. Okay, but he can't actually attack over our guy right now. This is an interesting deck, though. Just kind of wind beatdown. Backed up with, like, PTA and whatnot. Oh, I didn't hit end phase. Whoops, my bad. Sorry. Nexus up to 2, your opponent can expend. Okay. He can keep the Nemasail, but he can't. He'd have to get rid of at least one thing here. Oh gosh, okay, that's actually really bad for us. Alright. I don't know if this will be enough, but we gotta try. I think I have to kill this, right? Well, no, I have to kill Exaltair. Because if he activates Exaltair's effect, we actually lose the game. Yeah. We're pretty much hoping this Asprow can take us to victory. Next turn we can play out Blizzstrix. That does die to if he has a PTA here that he can put face down, but he's already done 2 PTAs, so... Hopefully he doesn't have... Okay, that's very rude of you. Do you want to stop doing that, please? Well, now we can't actually play Blizzstrix. We lose here. Because even if we can go battle, we can kill one of these. But oh, he actually has some amount of lightning in there. Interesting. If he has a single, or he just enchants Toxiswarm to win, so. Brother, this is not something you have to do. Alright, first loss, it happens, Alright, and then we're gonna try the bear deck. Bear. This is just a bunch of the cards that say the word bear on them. I am aware there are better versions of this deck that are more combo heavy. I want to try a version that is just the bear stuff. Oh, hello, Uwu. Okay, we'll keep this. This is combo, or at least most of the combo. I just realized this Magurus is beating up the Glacier, so the other Calf Mill. When you send this Calf Mill or it is destroyed, you can return 3 spirits in any combination of Sun or Moon from your underworld into your spirit deck. Okay. So we'll start with Ursamog in defense. I'll activate Ursamog effect. Expend a fire to cast a 1-cost fire from my hand. We're going to cast Urseer. We'll then cast Torch of Hestia, targeting Urseer to give it +2 attack. We will go to battle phase. We'll attack with Urseer. Since he is declaring an attack, we may foretell 3. Okay. Lowest is on top, so I guess we put this, or this on top. Yeah, like that. Doesn't matter, because we're going to be shuffling our deck, I just realized, but yeah, it's fine. Okay, since this destroyed it, we can now cast any 1-cost bear from our deck. Did we cast an Earth Scout here? Yeah, we'll get an Earth Scout. Oh, I should have cast him an attack. No, I made a mistake. That's fine. And then I forget if we can play this next turn. Hopefully we can. Galaxy, okay. I imagine he's gonna blow up Ursier here. Which is a little unfortunate, because it means our torch goes away, but that's fine. Alright, ready for this? It's combo time. We attack in, Earth Scout dies, but we get to trigger its effect. Which lets us play a second Ursier. Do we only have 2 Ursiers? We should be playing 3, right? Oh, maybe we'll need to fix that, but okay. Now we can play out the Ursier. The Ursier can now attack and destroy Galaxy. And since he destroyed it, we can now cast another bear from our deck. And I think we'll go grab Urcoat. And now we get to attack for 4. Or 3, I mean. With the power of Bear. And then next turn we can play Magursa, blow up 2 cards, punch in our opponent, you know? Can our opponent stop the bear swarm? The answer is no. No one can stop the bear swarm. Once the bears have your number, it's a game over. Okay, what does this do? Spectre's enters my little Lester, you can suppose that? Okay. That's unfortunate, because it means he can beat over our Abominursa. Really? Attacking the Ursier? Alright, alright. Okay, we'll cast a Torchin. Also, this is one of my favorite arts in the game. Look at this little guy. Alright, when we cast him, we can search for Hestia. Or Torch of Hestia. I think we'll grab Torch, actually. Now let's cast an Ambrosia. Go battle. Abominursa in. Hmm? That is not on attack. Well. We have made some big mistakes. I didn't realize that was not on attack. Huh. Dang, there's no oops button. Gosh dang, this card's a menace. Okay, we didn't lose anything too crazy, although the Ursicle we would have liked to draw. Are you kidding me? We drew this now that we don't have any bears? Oh, this is... Yeah, I don't think this is a position we can come back from. But we did learn that Spectrus is not on attack, it's on battle, so that's something we can keep in mind. I need to make sure I'm playing 3 Ursier in this deck. Probably go down 1 Urskote or Ursicle. Probably Urskote. Oh, I have a bunch of... Alright, one deck I want to also try and make is the earlier mentioned... the Morfrost... Let's try a version of Snowmill that's just more Frost Snowmill. Just run it like that. Yeah, we'll see if this does anything. We want, like, 2 of this. We'll add 1 of these. And then the rest are all gonna be... Okay. We'll call this more Frost. Mill. I did not mean to click that. I'm already in their Discord. Whoops. My brain always thinks that the play button is down here. I don't know why. Alright. This is a fine hand. It's actually a really nice hand. So we can go Lichen Form, discard, search 2 more Frosts, and then if we need to cast Scorpio Form, discard Bat Form, special cast the Lichen with the Bat or something. The classic, the Ashed Rabbit. They got a beautiful art for it, a beautiful fancy art. Classic Ashed Rabbit set 1. Alright. So we will go with Lichen Form effect. Discard and expend a snow to search for 2 more Frosts. We can't add more Lichen Forms, so in that case we'll add Abominable Form and Indus Form, since they're the forms we don't have. We'll then cast Scorpio Form. Oh, I should have searched for another Scorpio Form for the combo I'm thinking of. Okay. We'll cast this, discard Abominable, and this will make Ashed Rabbit's attack or defense 0. And they're gonna Gorgon's Gaze it. Alright. Right, we can't change because we played him this turn, didn't we? Well, in that case, we don't have enough for Ambrosia to matter, so I guess we just have to pass, unfortunately. Gorgon's Gaze was kind of the one thing we couldn't really play around there. I guess we could have done it with Bat, but then we don't really have any follow-up anyways, so... This guy again. Alright. Get in there, Snell it. Perfect. We hit to the Astral and a Cedar Soar. We'll send 4 more cards to top of our deck to the graveyard. This both powers up our more. Oh, we hit the Blizzstrix, baby. Okay, let's put Astral and the 2 Catarants on the bottom of our deck. Throw their face down, which was Shield of Achilles. Good call on us. Sadly, we can't change this to attack, but that's fine. We just didn't know that we would be able to make such a push. I guess even if we had it in attack, it wouldn't matter. Attack over Cedar Soar? Or does he have a buff? He has a buff. So he's gonna trade with the Blizzstrix. Taking 2 damage. That's fine. In fact, we can pretty much wrap it up here. So we can flip you to attack, and then play Rise from the Ashes. I play Monster Reborn! Then we can use the Monster Reborn effect. I guess shuffle back these three. Losing out on the Morfroths kind of sucks, but we can get them back easy enough. Blow up your Ash Rabbit. And now we'll be able to attack for 6 damage. And we even get the Indus Form effect to go put a... probably just the other 2 Indus forms, honestly. Go to battle. Punch for 3. Punch for 2. Punch for 1. Ambrosia, alright. If our opponent ends up having a way out of it, it probably starts with an Ambrosia. Alright, let's go. The nice thing about having every deck is I can make so many decks. Every time I'm like, I want to try another deck that I have in my head, I can just go and make it. I'm wondering if there are the cards here to make the deck my younger sister plays. It does not appear to be the case. At least not all the way. They don't have the boss monster. So I'm just looking through all the cards. Because another deck I once had in mind was a Hephaestus toolbox with artifacts. Let's see if there's something that can actually work there. Potentially a triple color Sun, Earth, Flame? So yeah, we would do something like... I guess this fulfills the same purpose. Alright, let me look at what artifact rooms there currently are. Artifact rooms. Yeah, so the difficult bit is that there's just not a lot of artifact rooms worth building around. Phosphocell? What is Phosphocell? It's +1 for each sun. Enchanting it, you can disenchant 2 lightning from this Phosphocell to destroy a rune. When this Phosphocell receives 1 or more sun, you may enchant up to 2. Interesting. Is that avian? Yeah. Is there some foretell payoffs right now? Kind of. What are the lunar phases? I know there was some build-arounds with that. It looks like these are the only ones currently available. Oh, this is adorable. I like that card. Very cute. Alright, let me see if I can build an Antitan deck, because I think that card also looks really nice. So... okay, so you can disenchant one rune from your insect cards in order to special send this into Ardvum. This Ardvum receives one or more Earth. You can search your deck for a one-spirit insect. You can cast this, so you can search your deck for an insect card and add it to your hand. You can target destroy an insect Elastral. If you do, you may special ascend him. And then you can discard insect cards from your hand in order to target and destroy a card. Well, there's an insect on the field that's unaffected by Elastral effects. Okay. We're gonna just put these in real fast, and then look up Insectoid. Really, this is an Insectoid. Interesting. Okay, we'll play 3 of this. That card just seems to be very good. I might put the Wasp Ivy package, honestly. And then we could play a Dense Fog package. Or more Viscerous stuff. What do you do? Choose one or more, you can give each Elastral, it's not -2. I could play both of these if I wanted to. Yeah, they're not terrible. We'll try it like this. And Titan. Oh. I forgot to put... We probably want mostly... we're about even, actually. Also, I just noticed there was, other moods here. Train trials. Friendly and ranked. Right, well, we'll try one more on this. Hello there, can't wait to try this game out tomorrow. Welcome in, Geek Yogurt Zero. Yeah, I mean, I've had fun so far. Oh, gosh, this is a terrible hand. Do we pray that Nectar of the Gods gets us somewhere? Man, imagine drawing all of your high cost. Yeah, we're gonna mulligan. It sucks, it feels bad, but... Yeah, I've been excited for this, like the title says, all year. I backed the Kickstarter for the Elestrals TCG, not actually for Clash, because I was in a different financial state at that time, but for, like, the physical card game. So I have a bunch of cards from that, but there's nowhere in my area that really plays it, so I've been super excited for this the whole time to, be able to play the game more. We are in a mirror match. Our opponent is also on the An-Titan package. Alright. Interesting. I know zero about it till recently, but I'm looking forward to a new digital CCG for a bit. You know, that's fair. I'm also super excited because of how, let's see. Yeah, let's do Navi. Of how consumer-friendly they're being. Like, the fact that it is the case that, all of the functional versions of cards in this are free is so incredibly, kind. You can see the Yu-Gi-Oh! Brain that doesn't want to put cards in the same column. I know that's not a thing in this game, but that doesn't change the Yu-Gi-Oh! Part of my brain. Okay. We'll activate Navi's effect to ascend into... Looking for something more approachable gameplay-wise, too? Yeah. I do think that the tutorial in Elestrals Clash isn't the greatest. That would be one of my few complaints so far, but at the same time, it's in early access, and I do think it is more approachable than some TCGs. It having a much smaller card pool definitely helps. And if you do have questions, there are multiple how-to-play videos and whatnot. And the people on the Discord are super nice. So if you do have questions, you can always ask and be like, hey, how does this card work, or whatnot. Okay. Are they gonna Cyan Nectar me? No. We could play this. I have a couple options here, but I think I'm just gonna play a Spectress instead. So I'm expecting Poison Arrow here. Am I correct? Thank you. Honestly, yeah, because I finally stepped away from Yu-Gi-Oh! For a long time. Oh, if you know Yu-Gi-Oh! If you are able to learn Yu-Gi-Oh! 100% you'll be able to learn this. Oh, whoops. I don't want to do that, do I? You didn't see anything. I need him to put his effect on the field first. Now we activate this. So now we get to negate his effect. TCG Brand, yeah. And this one, my best, like, it feels like a mix of Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! With Pokemon art. In the best ways possible. Okay, we'll attack over Cyan Nectar. And one of my favorite parts about this game is there are very few games that feel, like, super stompy. Because because the way you play cards, the spirits, is also your life total, like, yeah, I'm technically in the lead here. I have much better board presence right now. But life total-wise, we're actually very similar. He's at 12, I'm at 13. And it makes every game, even if they're not actually all that close, it makes every game feel close by that reason alone. Oh gosh, Earthquake, that's bad for us. Wait, why didn't Earthquake work? Oh, did he enchant it wrong? Oh, my opponent just made a huge misplay. Oh, that's unfortunate. Back and forth, even if it seems slow, is what I love. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of back and forth. So my opponent here... So Earthquake requires 2 Earth runes, and I guess my opponent just misclicked, because they tried to use it with an Earth and Lunar rune. Earth and Lunar Spirit, I mean. Which means if a card doesn't get the proper spirit types, it has no effect. So I think my opponent just accidentally made a huge misplay that's probably going to cost them the game. So sorry about that. Yeah, make sure when you're playing, you pay attention to what cards need what color runes. Let's get a Wasp Ivy. Ah, our opponent conceded. They could see what's coming, which is very fair. Oh, thank you for the follow, Bean Soldier TV, Wasp-based. I have been bouncing around a ton of decks here. We've played at least all of these except for the starter decks on stream once. I've got a Morfrost, I've got... Both of these run the, Wasp Ivy package, which is really fun. I really like that package. Actually, the Mono Earth deck also runs it. The Earth Turbo. All 3 of those run Wasp Ivy, in the deck. Because it turns out that package is really fun. Antitan 2, let's go. Yeah, I like Antitan. This was my first time trying him out. He seems very fun. We just won an Antitan mirror. So our opponent was also on the Antitan, and we managed to, take it off them. I should switch my profile picture to fit the deck. Oh, that is... awful hand. Is it that awful if I'm going first? Yeah. Alright, we're mulliganing. I guess our opponent also mulliganed, so that's lucky for us. There we go. There's a hand we can keep. But, yeah, welcome in, welcome in. I'm playing this because I've been waiting for this to come out all year. Alright, let's play out Ardbud. Alright, probably just picking up Scion Nectar, or do I want to pick up Spectrus? Because we don't have the PTA or anything in hand. I could also add the Nobby. I think we're gonna grab Spectrus. Because it's better on the... because we're just kind of having into a forced pass scenario. We'll have to... Spectrus is better on the clapback. Okay, our opponent is confused, and they are playing Labyrinth, apparently. Oh, oh, it's I tried Shadowverse Worlds Beyond recently. I couldn't stick with it. I haven't tried it. I've heard very mixed opinions on it. But I was never that big into Shadowverse in the first place, so I don't know. It never looked like that much of a thing for me. Did have good art though. Alright. Okay, so how do we play this? We could go Viserys, which gets us very far ahead, but it gets hard punished if they have pretty much anything, if those are anything relevant. I think I play Nobby, because Nobby beats... Nobby beats PTA. It doesn't beat... Yeah. We're gonna play Nobby, because Nobby plays around Poison Tip Arrow. If it's Shield of Achilles or Gorgon's Gaze, there's not a way for us to play around it right now, so... we might as well play around the one card that we can play around. Okay, Poison Tipped Arrow is in fact perfectly fine. Oh, no, wait. Poison tipped means they ascend. Oh, shoot. Oh, this is bad for us. I don't know why my brain refused to consider that notion. Oh, we might be in trouble here. Huh. Game? Game wanna let me cheat? No? Okay. Shoot. Yeah, we might be in a little bit of big trouble here. The fact that we didn't draw any of our PTA definitely sucks. Okay, oh, that's the artifact one. I was thinking of Pandison, which returns stuff from graveyard. This is artifact from deck to hand. I should probably be playing this, shouldn't I? Just to find Poison Tunic, so I can get my own Synectors rolling. Funnily enough, if we could get Ardbud to evolve at some point, somehow, we'd actually be chillin'. Because the second phase can pop any insect. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We need to draw our Earthquake here now. Okay, that's not terrible. Okay. This is a very expensive play. But I think this is the one play that gets us in a position where we can do something. Because we can activate Ardbud, grab Cyanectar, we can then play out a Spectress. We can then use this effect to disenchant and special ascend into Ardvarum. We need Lunar Spirit. No, he has a... Ah, dang it. Wait, no, it doesn't matter. Oh, because we're lunar enchanted. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, we're rolling now. Oh, wait, we're in this. We're still in this. Wait, why can't I use the... Oh, there we go. Okay, we gotta blow up your wasp ivy. Not sure what just happened. I will explain it in a moment. So, Dense Fog is a card that negates the effects of all Elestrals on the field as long as they don't have a Lunar Spirit. So it's a card that's bad in the mirror, but I was, kind of misremembering the card. And so in my brain, I was like, oh, I lose out on my effect here, and I need my effect to get back in the game. Okay, our opponent conceded. Yeah, here, I'll pull up the cards to explain it better. So, because that was kind of a complex interaction. So, our opponent used the card Dense Fog. Defense Fog says, suppress each Elastral that is not enchanted, that is not Lunar Enchanted. So, Lunar Enchanted meaning doesn't have a Lunar Spirit until the end phase. Suppress is essentially negate. Suppressed Elastrals can't use their abilities. We had Aardvarm here. So we played Ardbud. Ardbud can disenchant a spirit to become Aardvarm. Aardvarm has the effect that you can target and destroy an opponent's insect Elastral, which his wasp IV is an insect. If you do, he ascends into Antitan, which is his final form. So I played out Aardvarm. I thought I was going to lose when he flipped Dense Fog, because I was like, oh, my dude is suppressed, I don't get his effect. But, because Aardvarm is a lunar spirit, it's Earth Lunar, it gets to keep its effects, because Dense Fog doesn't affect things that are lunar enchanted. So we then are allowed to destroy his Wasp Ivy, because it's insect. You can see on Wasp Ivy, these two little symbols down here means it's insect and eldritch as its types. So we get to blow up his Wasp Ivy and special ascend into Antitan, the final form. And Antitan lets us blow up our opponent's cards by discarding insects from our hand. Which let us get far enough ahead. So, yeah. It was a very long play, and we started that with Rise from the Underworld, or Rise from the Ashes. So Rise from the Ashes is Monster Reborn, essentially. You get to target an Elastral and special cast it in attack position from your Underworld, which is the graveyard, essentially. So that way we had our normal summon still. So we Rise from the Ashes, brought back an insect. Ardbud disenchants the insect to become Aardvarm. So there was a way our opponent wins there. And it's very weird, but if our opponent... When we summoned the Ardbud, if our opponent's Dense Fogged there, and chose to suppress Ardbud before we could turn it into Aardvarm, then they would have won. They needed to suppress it earlier, though. They used Dense Fog too late. Because once Aardvarm has the Lunar Spirit, it's no longer affected, and then we can just hit them for lethal. So I want to see what these trials are. Don't jinx Equalinks. Beginner Trials, Trial 2. Okay. I guess we'll... There's no Beginner Trials Trial 1, weirdly enough. Maybe that's what they consider the tutorial? Let's see, Beginner trial 2. Okay, oh, so this is like, oh, this is one of the puzzle game modes. My goal is to win in this turn, I assume. Okay, electric. Okay. So we play Zeus. Oh, thank you for the follow, Geek Yogurt. Oh, wait. We do this first. Okay. Play Zeus. Okay, Zeus effect. We get to enchant some extra spirits to it. We don't need everything, and I don't think using everything is the best idea. Okay. We then ascend into Griffuse. Oh, Griffuse now has the effect that we can Nexus a Thunder or Wind from a Divine Rune. We will Nexus the Thunder onto Griffuse to special ascend into Vol Tempest, the final form. Vol Tempest. Why is it making that noise? That's so... okay. Oh, we don't even need to attack over. I was like, oh, we gotta find a way to attack over, but if we just activate this effect, our opponent dies. So they only have 2 spirits left in deck, and this forces them to expend 3 spirits. When you are forced to expend spirits, more spirits than you have left in deck, that's when you lose the game. That or if you run out of cards in your main deck. That's kind of fun. I always like when card games have the little puzzles. So let's just do all the puzzles. Intermediate trials. Gives you a good, good feeling for various combos in the game. Okay. Our opponent's got a massive Majursa that we have to attack this. Or the Volcaries, because you're not a bear. Same here, the GBA Yu-Gi-Oh games were great for that. Yeah! 2 attaches. When you cast this Arbaleth, you can enchant up to 3 from your underworld to your field. And then we have Altered K. What do we have in our graveyard, though? 3 Zapdos, K. So we'll cast Zeus. Oh, we don't actually even want to use Zeus's effect, do we? Because if we do, we don't have enough spirits to cast this. Oh, I did this wrong. Alright, we already messed up. But watch this. We can die. Okay. Okay, I realized what I did wrong, because we needed the 2 Thunder Spirits to play the Arcolith from our hand. Wait. We can't play the Arcolith from our hand. We only have 2... So we need to make one of their things into attack position. I guess we... Okay, yeah, you can. I was like, I wasn't sure. So we can play Zeus with a Fire Rune to... what's the word? We can get Zeus with a fire rune to misenchant it, so it gets to stay on the field, but it just has no effect. So we can change the position. We need to hit our opponent for 3 damage. So I guess Smog, because it's the weakest. And then we can play Arcolith for the 2 that we have. Arcolith's effect will trigger. Letting us return 3 of these to our deck. Wait, what? I already selected the 3 spirits, didn't I? Hello? Oh, wait. Oh, this enchants them to the field. Oh, that's what's going on. I was like... Oh, he puts them... Oh, okay. He puts them on the field, not in deck. Ah, okay. That was my mistake. But this is now lethal. And I forgot about Smog's effect, because I'm not smart. Okay. We now know how to do it, though. I just need to not do it to Smog, because, Smog, Majursa makes it so we can't attack bears, and I completely forgot about that. Okay, Poseidon's is a really funny thing. Okay, so we cast this for 1 fire, intentionally misenchanting, because we just need it on field. We then cast this face down for 1 fire as well, because we need our 2 fires still in hand. Nexusing this over to Mount Olympus to change Volcarius into attack. We then can play Arcolith into attack. And activate his effect. Give himself 3 more Thunder Spirits. And now we can actually attack and win the game. We learning. Yep. That's a pretty complicated line, but I like it. Alright, let's see what the higher difficulty ones is. Advanced Trials, Trial 1. Heracles. Alright. Okay, our opponent's got, let's see, we've got 7. 2 cards in deck. Okay. Alright, so we're always going to start with a Nectar of the Gods to draw to, see what the other 2 cards left in our deck are. Okay, we have Ambrosia and Hurricane. Okay, we're always, well, we should wait to change it to attack. Okay, yeah, so we go Ambrosia for 1. Return the wind, the water, and the thunder spirits. Because now we can cast Hurricane to destroy all the face down runes. Oh, whoops. Wait, that's everything? Wind, water, thunder, okay. Then we change Galvenom to attack. Use this effect to expend 3 and destroy his Astravet. And then we can play the P-Gust, intentionally misenchant it, because that'll give us the 3 + 1 damage for 4 damage to take out our opponent's spirits. Okay, that one felt easier. Mostly just because the sequencing wasn't as complicated. There's more card interactions there, but the order that you play the cards isn't nearly as complicated as with the Arcolith one. Alright. Let's go to that last trial, which is Don't Jinx Equilinks. These would probably take me a few tries. I mean, yeah, I imagine with any new player, like I said, I played this game since it first came out, to an extent. I haven't had a ton of, like, paper play, but I'm very experienced with card games, and I know the basics of these rules. Pretty in and out. So, okay, so let's see. Kerberos says you can disenchant 2 from your field in order to destroy a card. Okay, this is a weird one. So we want to cast this for sure. Play this. So we want to activate Demeter to give him +3 attack. And then, okay, so this is the question. Can I Nexus the 2 from Demeter onto the Equilinks? And then choose not to use his effect? You can, okay. Because if we had to target and destroy a rune, we would destroy the Foloi Forest. In which case we would lose our attack buff and not be able to attack. But we can choose not to do the destroy part and just to the Nexus part. Oh yeah, it says you can, okay. Remember when your effects are optional. Oh hey, this one, yeah, and this one gave us an emote. Let's go. Speaking of, I should look at all the emotes that I have now. I love that. Yo! I want that one. I want that one in here. Can I, like, order them? Do I have to unselect all of them to order them? I think I do. Okay. Let's find the 10 emotes we want here. I want the yo! Sorry. The I'm a little baby, please be kind to me. Nice deck. Thank you. Slick combo, wait a second. I like this the best, because he just looks absolutely baffled. Huh? Cry in Despair. And then I want one of the good game emotes. I like this one the best. Good game. Buddies. I don't have any of the buddies, sadly. Do I wanna go shop and get... Oh, I have enough for things. I probably also have some of the... Do I have any more of the tasks done? Not currently. I do quite like these designs. Yeah! For the first purchase of the... Oh, I used a creator code. I don't have my own creator code yet. Maybe eventually. Tarantulas, Vipyro, Leviathan. Ah, that's hot. Oh, I have quite keys. Gamba. Give me those sweet, sweet cosmetics. A Temple of the Sun, huh? Oh, this one's legendary. Oh, mega shiny. What is this? Another box. I think. I got a statue. Jackbox's Stellar Jacking Buddy Skin. How do I use the... What's the box that I got? I do not know. Let's see. Statues. Ah, oh, it's one of the statues. Oh, I can have the box as the statue. So everyone knows how much I like gambling. Heck yeah. I do also appreciate that they have a Find Your LGS thing here, because sadly, it is the case for me that I don't have any LGSs near me that play this. But I do think that if you have an LGS that plays, you know, your favorite card game, you should try and support that. Because it is, you know, how these things make money, so I'm really... And I'm a big supporter of local game stores, so I think it's super cool that they have one there. Okay, let me look at what train means. Play against a bot and train different strategies. Train games do... Okay, oh, so this is your versus AI. Wonder if mine does. I haven't been since I stopped Yu-Gi-Oh! Sadly, though. Yeah, you can always pick up a phone and call and ask, or go in and see if they do, or, you know. This is probably an LGS locator. It's not going to show up because it's in my browser, but yeah. But yeah, this shows every store that's officially signed up with the Elestrals network. So yeah, the closest one to me is about hour and a half drive away, which I love card games, but I hate driving, and so I don't want to do a 2.5 hours. So what is this? You and your friend must enter the same game name to be matched. Custom games are casual games that do not affect stats or anything. Oh, that's fun. Okay, so this is your, like, I want to do matches against, you know, my buddies or, friends or whatnot. Alright, we're gonna do another Barrowbog control game, because I love Barrowbog. I love my silly little mole man. Very smart and neat for them to do that. Okay, and I get that. I get that even the 25 minutes of mine felt like a lot sometimes. Yep. I do have an LGS that is about 15 minutes away. That's the one I usually go to that does... I go to them for Star Wars Unlimited, which is another TCG I play a lot. But I definitely get the... that, yeah. Sometimes it's too far. Oh, it seems they can't find me a worthy opponent. I must be the strongest player on right now. No one can face me. Eh? I only want unworthy opponents? You know, that's fair. It is also not letting me cancel. So I wonder if it's bugged. This is always the guess with early access. Alright, we're just gonna close and reload. It is early access still, be aware of that, give it some grace. Yeah, day one growing pains. You know, I was not going into this expecting it to work 100% of the time. Oh, will the login work is the question. I wonder if it's a server issue. I wonder if it could be they've got too many players, or more players than they were expecting. And it's meaning that the servers are... Yeah, even big games have issues, usually for hours, definitely. Alright, I'm gonna look and see if they've said anything in the Discord right now. And see if anyone's... Oh, okay. Nope, it worked. One sec. I'm just gonna have the Discord open just in case. I also have a ping in the server, and I don't know what that would be from. Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah, let's get back in there. Matthew. Matthew, finally a worthy opponent. Ooh, heck yeah. I love this hand. Alright, time to show people the power of Barabog control. You expend a water spirit to play the Tadpuff. You then, because you still have your normal play, get to play Barabog in defense. And that's full combo, everyone. Barabog's effect is, whenever your opponent plays a card, if they're not playing Earth or Water, they have to expend extra spirits. This is my favorite deck. It is just a floodgate. It is just saying, are you playing Earth and Water? No? frick you. All your cards cost one more. Hehehe ha. Narpoon, what does this do? When you cast this Narpoon, you search your deck for a 1-spirit Snow Elastral and add it to your hand. It's kind of diabolical, yet, unfortunately, our opponent is also playing water, so it's, less effective here. Very rude of them. Why would they do this to me? Okay, draw. Gorgon's Gaze is a good draw. We'll put it down, and then this is the other part of what this deck does, is Galaxy switches the attack and defense of all water-enchanted Elastrals. So now Barabog actually has a respectable attack value, and can be an offensive threat. Which do I attack with first? I think I attack with this. Sword and Shield for the win. Yep, Galaxy is actually super meta. It's one of the most played cards right now. And his other form, which is called Galaxy Champion of Poseidon. Both versions of Galaxy are considered very strong currently. Alright, they're choosing to return Barabog back to my hand. I'm gonna say, hey, pay an extra spirit for that card, please. Okay, and then we'll attack with Galaxy. Yeah, there's always the argument there of, do we attack with Galaxy first? The issue is if he Shield of Achilles Galaxy there, then Barabog is stuck as a 3/7 in attack mode, which they can just attack over, and we don't get to blow up their guy. So while it sucks to lose the Barabog, it is the better play. So we can actually just make sure that we get their guy off the field. So for like 2 Spirit Elastrals, you have to sacrifice another Elastral. It doesn't have to be a 1 Spirit, but usually it's a 1 Spirit. To play them out. So, kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh's Tribute mechanic, essentially. So, you want to try and clear your opponent's board just so they can't play bigger threats most of the time. Okay, what is this? When you cast this, you can search your deck for a Mountain of Boreas or a Blizzard and add it to your hand. Okay, we will negate that. It's not like the best negate in the world, but Blizzard is a card that he could search here that destroys a face-down card. So if we don't use it there, we just lose it. So we might as well fire it, deny them the card advantage. They could also find Mountains of Boreas to potentially do some damage. So yeah. Alright, we'll play out Foamy. Go to battle phase. Galaxy attack in. We are in a bit of a rough spot if it's another Shield of Achilles. That's face down. Dang. Oh, no, we're not. Kind of. Do card position on the board matter ever? Currently, no. Currently, there's no sort of, like, column mechanics or anything. Doesn't mean that they will never matter, but currently there's a... Oh, shoot! I forgot that he summons in defense. Oh, my bad. Oh, shoot. We made a huge mistake there. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Yeah. The only thing that actually matters right now is attack and defense position, but... we gotta hit the oops. There's no oops. Huh. But yeah, currently, like, face up and face down matter, but not, like, the column position. The important thing to know is you do only have 4 slots of each, so 4 Elastral slots and 4 Rune slots. So you can't have, like, more than 4 Elastrals on the field, but... Your draw phase, you can discard your hand, or special send this Cryovern. Okay. That's probably what we're gonna use this Earthquake to destroy it. Because that's a problem. Okay, we'll be forced to expend a rune here. Or spirit. Draw. Cursor. That's not a great draw. Oops. Okay. We will Earthquake to blow up the Cryovern. Cast our Galaxy. Does our opponent have the poison-tipped arrow? No? Is it another Shield of Achilles? No. Alright. I wonder what our opponent has then. I guess they could have a poison-tipped arrow and just decided it wasn't worth it. But I feel like you would poison-tip arrow there most of the time. It could be Tsunami. Yeah, they do have water. Tsunami luckily does nothing against us. Okay. They gotta return a Snow Elastral to their hand. Does the Cryovern... That gets to play out its stronger form, doesn't it? Something has 6 or more attack during your main phase, you must either destroy it or send it to Cryovern. Okay. So they don't have a way to do that right now. Or no, yeah, no, it would have enough attack, because it would have a... Shoot, that's bad. Yep, okay. So he's gonna get another Cryovern. Face downs worry me. They always do. Yeah. This is gonna be a bit rough. Your hand or deck, okay. Okay. So, there's quite a few cards we could draw here that we'd really like. The question is, will we draw one of them? That is not one of them. Okay, well, we will try and stall here, I guess. This guy just lets us shuffle 2 of our spirits back in, basically giving us 2 life back. They chose not to use Cryovern's effect. Interesting. Maybe just a goof? I mean, I can see a world where it's better, because if they don't do it here, they actually get to do damage. Because if they... Well, no, because it discards your hand. So, if they did it, they wouldn't be able to summon anything else, and then they just attack my defense position guy. I guess they want the damage here. Which I don't think is necessarily wrong. I think there is always a scenario where that could be the case. Tadpuff. Hey, nerd guy man who is a nerd guy. True, that's me. Okay. Alright. This is kind of our hope. Is that our Barabog can carry us to victory. My silly little mole man, I believe in you. The nice thing is, this kind of forces them into ascending if they don't have any other out. Okay, they chose not to ascend again. How's the game? It's fun. I mean, I knew it'd be fun because I've already played this so much. No! Of course he has friggin' Champion of Poseidon. Alright. We lose. We lose. Because he can hit us for what? 3 damage, and then... I mean, I guess there's like 1 top deck that saves us. Believe in the bog? I believe in the bog, but unfortunately... Fortunately, our opponent... Unfortunately, our opponent beat the bog. Again, technically, if we draw Ambrosia, we can live 1 more turn. But we need that specific card. So... Yeah, that's not one that saves us. Or does it? No, because then we get 2 spirits. They kill it with this. Bop, bop, yep. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Our opponent just had too many answers. I do like that it shows you the win rate of your decks. That's kind of a neat thing. Let's do bears again. I like bears. Even though they have a, so far, 0% win rate in the 1 game I've played. But yeah, so far it's been going well. I don't know, I haven't tallied up my win rate. I've definitely won more than I've lost this stream, but... Oh, this would be a great hand if I was going second. Ah, but Don't Poke the Bear can still come up. Yeah, we'll keep it. I don't know if that's the right answer, but we're gonna try it. We will play out the Earthseer. I will give my Earthseer the Torch of Hestia. And I will play a card face down. So my hope is that if they have like a thunderstorm or something, they destroy the torch instead of the face down. Because if we can get a Don't Poke the Bear... Oh, that is literally the worst possible option. Okay, well, unfortunate. I was just hoping you wouldn't draw it, because there's only... That card is currently limited, so you can only have 1 copy in your deck. So I was just hoping he didn't have the earthquake. That puts us really far back. Unfortunate indeed. Spectaurus. That one can be a little spooky. We do have a lot of cards that, are good draws here. Pretty much any bear, particularly Earth Scout. A Sinking Earth Seer isn't terrible. Earth Scout, okay. Oh, wait, no, Earth Scout doesn't work the way I want it to. Okay. I think this will work the way I want it to, but we'll have to find out. What is my opponent thinking on? Alright, we'll play a High Bear Nation, which puts 2 Fire Spirits back in our deck. And lets us draw a card. Okay, Singing Earth Scout isn't terrible. It's good for next turn at least. Okay, I think this works the way I want it to. I'm actually not super sure about this rules interaction, but we'll find out. Because I don't remember if Suppress negates all attack buffs or only attack buffs coming from the Elestrals effect. Oh, never mind, it doesn't matter. Our opponent has Gorgon's Gaze to stop the attack. Oh, it didn't stop the... Maybe it was too late in the attack step, probably? Okay, well... Let me read Gorgon's Gaze. If its effect is on the chain, negated until the end of the phase, that Lash will suppress and cannot receive enchantments, because it's not an enchantment. Attack, Nexus, or Ascend. Okay. So my guess is it's a case of... It was already attacking, so the attack doesn't, like, get stopped. Why do you have a second one? Cowabummer. Yeah. Why does he have a second one? Why does he have a second one? This card is literally the counter to my deck. I need you to not have literally any other threat. Any other card, my guy. Why is it this one? Yeah, the problem with Spectrus is he negates the effects of monsters he fights. Which means that Earth Scout doesn't get its effect to... because normally when Earth Scout dies in battle, it gets to find another bear. Okay. Okay, we'll play our sickle. Opponent? What are you thinking on? Eight fire, 4 snow. They have a second Gorgons. Oh my gosh. My opponent has just kind of drawn better. Honestly, skill issue on my part. I should have just drawn a better hand is the thing. The problem is that my opponent drew the better hand. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Sometimes it be like that. Man, double Spectrus, double Gorgons, really? And the Earthquake in the opening hand. I forgot that was part of this equation, too. Well, the good news is they're not putting up a whole bunch of pressure. Like, they're not threatening lethal or anything anytime soon. Hibernation. Okay, we will play out Torchin. Torchin, go find Hestia. Play Hestia? Or no, with the divine cards, I always get a little antsy, and I'm like, I gotta enchant them with all 4 right now. But you technically play them for 1, and then enchant them with the bonus ones. Okay. Unfortunately, we can't activate Hestia this turn because we have an equal amount of Elestrals. Our hope is our opponent doesn't draw any threats here. Okay, Ash Rabbit is fine. It's technically... it's actually not that great for us, but... This is kind of the meta deck that we're facing, which is just kind of Spectrus and Astravit kind of backed up with a bunch of really strong control spells. Super unfortunate that our opponent just drew really, really well. Was Spectrus... One sec, I'm gonna... No, okay. He certainly seems tough, yeah. He's just in a position right now where there's a lot of very strong effects that want to trigger in battle or be destroyed by battle, and he just gets to shut them all down, which is what really makes him, kind of frustrating. Okay. Yeah, I think unfortunately we... Well, no, actually. Oh, but I messed it up. Oh, I... Alright, there was a line here that I didn't see until it was too late, and I already messed it up. That's unfortunate on my end. And the poison tip. Yep. That seals the deal. We needed this Urseer to be able to attack and destroy Astravit. Oof. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, it's fine. I'll do it anyway. I'll do my stretch and posture trick anyway. Oh, I was kind of shrimping a bit. Do I want to switch? You know what? Let's do this one. This one was a lot of fun. This is also the gambling deck, if you weren't here when I was running it originally. Jedi Penguin. Wow. That's a Jedi and a Penguin? That's a little spooky, honestly. Oh, this is a hand. Oh, we're going to the casino, baby. Oh. Oh. Oh, I mean, you should. I just did. Well, quite organized for me and cool than I didn't see before. Yeah. So, the way this deck works... Heliquarius, that finds a water Elastral? Yep. Is Snowlet has an upgraded form that can play itself, if it goes from the deck to the graveyard. So Snowlet himself says, when he receives one or more Frost Runes, you send the top 3 to your graveyard. Avalanche has me send the top 5, and my opponent send the top 3. So we're milling ourselves. This is... Oh, that's not the greatest draw, but okay. Cast this and attack. Our opponent apparently has a response. Yeah, this is the casino deck. No! Don't Gorgons gaze me, you jerk. Alright, well, that is the counter. The interface that Elestrals... Okay, yep. They had the counter. In that case... I think we just pass. Yeah, the problem is that it makes it so we can't ascend. If we could still play... If we could still ascend, we could do stuff there. So I was fine as, like, if he has Poison-Tipped Arrow, we're fine. If it's Shield of Achilles, we're fine. It just needed to not be, Gorgons. Okay, another card face down. Ascending never removes debuffs? It does! It does, because it's considered a different Elastral. The issue is that Gorgon's Gaze specifically says that it cannot receive enchantments, attack Nexus, or ascend. So Gorgon's prevents you from ascending for that turn. Alright, I think we're gonna cast Avalanche. So now it can ascend because it's no longer the same turn, because this only applies till the end phase. We hit one. I already saw it, but we're milling it more anyway because this is a mill deck. We don't need to do an extra one. So the problem is that we have the evolved form in our hand, which we don't want that. Because normally they're supposed to be in the deck, and then we mill them. But that's the... Turns out when you play a deck that's about gambling, sometimes you gamble and lose. I know it's hard to believe. My opponent is thinking very hard. Wait, why did it give him a wind? That wasn't supposed to... Did I misclick? I probably misclicked. That's fine, because we can still do this. We need to... Okay. Oh, no. Okay, we can use this to return the Snowlet, Aspral. Shuffle them back into our deck. Yeah, so the final form, which also can, if it's sent from the deck to the graveyard, also can summon itself. But its main effect is you can return 3 Elastrals from your underworld to the bottom of the deck to destroy any card on the field. So he recycles the baby forms in order to bring out the big guy forms. Or he recycles the baby forms to blow up cards. Which is very nice of him. Alright, we're gonna blow up probably one of the face downs. The question is which one? Probably this one. Did I make a good choice? I did! It was a Gorgon's Gaze. Let's go. Okay. We will then cast Kione. This is the other part of the deck, because this deck is kind of twofold. Playing Tsunami, that's fine. Tsunami just changes us to defense. So we can go... Kiyomi can disenchant 1 snow rune from herself to give us a 1-cost Elastral back to our hand. And now we get the Morfrost engine up and running. So we can use Morfrost's effect, which lets us discard him to add 2 of his other forms to our hand. So we'll add Indus and Abominable. And then next turn we can do more with that. But for now, we are forced to end our turn. Big win on the horizon? Depends. Depends on what's on our opponent's hand. So far, we are very hard ahead. Blizzstrix is... Like, they pretty much need an Earthquake here to really deal with it. Because otherwise we get to keep recycling cards and... really messing up our opponent. They're even digging. They're using Ashtrabbit's effect, which lets them look at the top 3 cards and add 1 to their hand. So they're digging deeper into their deck to try and find an answer, which is what we want to see. We like it when our opponent's in a desperate situation where they got to do something like that. The question is, did they find that answer? No, well, I don't know if that's what they found, I guess. That does keep them in the game for longer, but it doesn't necessarily answer what we're doing. Okay. That face down could be what keeps them in the game. But... oh, we can go again? Do we mill more? Okay, first we're going to activate Kione. Return the Lichen form to our hand. And you'll see why I'm doing this in just a moment. Because now we want to activate the Morfrost Lichen. To add Scorpio and Abominable. I don't know why his effect happened twice. That feels like it might be a bug, but okay. Because now we can play Morfrost. We have enough spirits for this, right? Yeah, we do. Okay, and when he's cast, we can discard the Bat form to make one of our opponents have 0 defense. And when Bat form is discarded, he lets us play any of the Morfrosts from our graveyard. So we can now play Morfrost Abominable. So the main thing we're like not wanting to happen here is another tsunami. Okay, poison tipped arrow is fine. It's not great, but it's whatever. You know? Because, so now we're gonna play Avalanche. Oh, perfect. I just saw one of our hits being real big. Yes, let's go. We get a Cedar Soar. Cedar Soar has the effect that when it's sent to the graveyard, it can play itself from the graveyard. Change this to attack. Activate its effect. We will shuffle back the Blizzstrix. Oh, maybe those... oh. Whoops. Oh well. We accidentally selected the wrong cards, it's fine. We can blow up the Peliquarius. Go to battle phase. This can destroy a Astrabbit. And then we get to hit our opponent for 6 damage. And now, our opponent is having to face down a full board of creatures. With 3 cards in hand and nothing on the field. Okay, they have the poison-tipped arrow to destroy our abominable form, which is fine. What's our opponent gonna do? Do they have anything they can do is the real question. Ah, that's what they can do. They can concede. Let's go. We did it. The more frost gambling. Remember, folks, always gamble. You will win. That's obviously not true. Please gamble responsibly in any case, but, you know, if you gamble, you could win. Alright, I'm probably going to call it here for the night. GG gambling for the win. Yeah, we love to see it. Just because it is almost midnight for me. But I'll find someone to raid out to. Thanks for streaming. Yeah, thanks for joining me and being so active. It means a lot. Let me see. Who of my friends are currently live? Or I could, actually, you know what? Let's see who else is streaming Elestrals. Let me see if I can't throw you to another Elestrals player. Alright, there's a total of 3 other Elestrals streamers. Alright, we're gonna raid Big Swolax here. Have a good night, dude. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, everyone here have a good night. If you want more Elestrals, we're gonna be raiding into one of the only other people currently streaming this, so... Anyways... yeah, my next stream will be Thursday, so not tomorrow, but the day after. Around about 8 p.m. again. Outside of that, follow me on Blue Sky. It's the only social media I really have, and that's where I'll post schedule updates and life updates and that kind of stuff. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to say, but I don't think I have too much else. You know, be a good person, wear your seatbelt, don't do drugs unless prescribed by a medical professional, in which case do them in the amounts prescribed and as directed. Take some time to be kind if you can. General life advice, just don't be a jerk, so more people can like you. And I hope I will see you all in the next one. Have a good night, day, evening, afternoon, whatever your time zone winds up being right now. Bye!